Hello everyone, today we're going to be taking a look at a new robot from Ecovacs. This is the Ecovacs Deebot Ozmo T8 Plus. This is a value-packed robot loaded with all kinds of top-of-the-line robot tech, and it's currently a Best Buy exclusive. This model features intelligent navigation, 3D obstacle avoidance sensors, a well-made software app, and a self-emptying dock. The reason I went for this model is because of its price. Best Buy ran a Black Friday special for this robot, and I thought it seemed like a great value and decided to give it a shot. Today I'm going to show several cleaning demos, and then I'll explain its features and maintenance. The robot's ready to go, and I've set up in my living room. I've made a mess here, and I've put down a bunch of paper, oats, parsley, and glitter. All right, so on the app here, you can select area, and I'm just going to have it clean my living room. That's my living room, my kitchen. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that, and it's going to clean it one time, and it's going to run it at the highest power level. So let's go ahead and get started.
Starting cleaning.
The Ozmo T8 cleans in a manner similar to Neato robot vacuums, which also feature LiDAR. It first borders a large area, then cleans the bordered areas in straight lines. This robot features laser obstacle avoidance sensors on the front of it, and the mirror finish of the sofa legs in this demo confused it. This feature can be turned off in the app. With this feature on, it doesn't bump into stuff too often, and it's less hard on my baseboards and furniture than any other robot I've owned. However, the drawback of this is that its edge cleaning abilities aren't the best. This is by far the quietest robot I've ever owned. Around here it got confused, and I really think it's the chrome leg of my couch that threw it off, and then I got confused there. It did leave a decent amount by my desk, and it doesn't have amazing edge cleaning, but, you know, again, it's a robot. If I ran this a second time, I think it would take care of most of this. With the previous robots that I've had over the years, they all would have done better, so it is what it is. Here's the map of how it cleaned the living room. And although it left quite a bit behind, the coverage overall was pretty good, but the couch is at the bottom here, and that confuses it because of the chrome on the couch, so it doesn't like mirror finishes. Now what I'm going to do is, next, we're just going to have it clean my kitchen. So I have it on the dock, and I'm just going to highlight my kitchen, and I've put down a bunch of rice, oats, and parsley. And I want to overload it because I want to see if the self-emptying dock will work this time. So I've got my kitchen highlighted, and just go ahead and start it. The robot just left its dock, and when it's all done, it will return to it. This was an extreme test, and the robot did scatter quite a bit of the dirt around with its side brushes. The exhaust of the robot also blew around some of the dirt. Overall, though, it did fairly well, and running it a second time got most of the dirt up.
Returning to charge.
Now that the robot is done vacuuming, I'm going to try out the mop function. So this is the mopping attachment, and this is permanently attached to the back of the robot. And you just fill this up with hot tap water. I've just been using water so far with this, and basically, you know, just giving it the floor, I guess, a superficial, I don't know, wipe down. It comes with a few different pads. It has this reusable washable pad, and it comes with one of them. And that's what I've been using so far, because I would just prefer to use that. And it came with 5 disposable pads. And it just lines up here, and it just sets onto this tank. Just like that. And now this just plugs into the back of the robot, and the robot will figure out that this has been installed. So let me go grab the Deebot. Hopefully you can see this okay. This just plugs into the back of the robot.
Mopping plate has been installed.
I'm just going to have it do my kitchen, and I have it set to, you can set the water level preference, and this robot puts out, in my opinion, way too little water, so even on the highest setting, it barely gets the floor wet, and I guess that's fine. So I just have it set to full blast, and I'm just going to go ahead and hit start. On the app, it'll show you where the robot is in real time, which I think is really cool, and you can see that at the top left, it says it's mopping. When mopping, the robot simply gets the cleaning pad wet and drags it across the floor. I like this feature, but I think it would be better if the robot could put out more water. Even after mopping my entire kitchen, only about half the cleaning pad was slightly damp. It did, however, still wipe some dirt up. I think it would benefit from putting down more water. Ecovacs sells an optional oscillating mopping attachment, which would offer some scrubbing action, and I think that would help a lot too. The robot's done mopping, and it wants to return to the charger, but I don't think it wants to go onto carpet with the wet mop pad, so that's good. For this final test, I'm going to do what I call an extreme pet hair test. On this red rug here, I've ground in a ton of fake pet hair, and we'll see how well this Deebot handles all of this pet hair. On the app here, I have set it up to just clean this area of my living room, and I've turned off the obstacle avoidance because what I'm finding is that the robot, big clumps of pet hair, if it detects that as an object, it will try to go around it. I'm hoping it will just go through this like normal. Let's see how it does. All right, now that it's all done, I vacuumed this rug afterwards with my Dyson DC-17, so let's see what the robot picked up versus what it left behind. So that just opens up here, and then this all dumps out. Clean that screen off a little bit, and that is pretty good. That's quite a bit. I don't think this did quite as well as my other robots that I've owned, but not too bad. Let's see what it left behind. So there's still some fuzz and fluff was left behind, but overall not too bad. And I put down less than I normally do because I was running into issues with this robot being overly full. It still did get quite a bit of the fake pet hair versus what it left behind. So not too bad. If you set this up on thicker carpet, it has a little ramp that it comes with.
Starting charging. Emptying the dustbin. As
far as maintenance, there's a few things Ecovacs regularly reminds you to do. Clean out the dirt bin, the filter screen, and the two filters. Remove and clean the brush roll and brush roll ends, along with the brush roll housing. Gently clean the various sensors on the robot. So there you have it. This robot has a lot of good things going for it, but also has some key drawbacks. On the positive side, the Ozmo T8 Plus has overall great navigation and relies less on bumping into objects to understand its surroundings. It can also navigate around obstacles littering a room, often without coming into contact with them, which is a nice step forward. It bumps into things far less than other robots I've owned. It's paired with a well-designed app. It allows for all kinds of great customization options on where, when, and how you want it to clean. The robot creates a map of your home and creates floor plans for multiple levels. You can set up adjustable room dividers, no-go zones, or have the robot clean a certain designated area. You can even set the order of how you want it to clean, adjust the power levels for each room, and save those settings for repeated use. Other benefits include the fantastic battery life, which allowed it to clean my home on a single charge, and the very quiet operation. The self-emptying dock does help cut down on user maintenance, but it doesn't eliminate it altogether. I didn't have any issues with this when running it daily, but in larger, busier homes, it will likely require regular attention, as it will have problems self-emptying if the robot's dirt bin is too full. If the self-emptying bin fails to work, the robot can be a hassle to clean, just like any other robot that doesn't come with this feature. The key drawback is that I wish it cleaned better. The robot does a good job sweeping up surface dust, but the brush roll is kind of wimpy, and the vacuum doesn't have much suction to begin with. I would still consider this machine supplemental, as you'll still need a more powerful vacuum to actually deep clean any carpeting the robot runs around on. The edge cleaning is also kind of spotty. I think this robot has a ton of compelling features, and it mimics far more expensive options. I think most users would be happy with it, but I think the self-cleaning dock needs more power and further improvements, and the robot itself needs a little more brush roll power and suction to improve cleaning. I also found the mopping function, although thorough, nowhere near any kind of mop replacement. I think this is a robot vacuum with top-of-the-line software, navigation, and features, but it cleans like a budget robot. If you can get a great deal on this model, I think you'll be impressed with it, but I don't think it's worth its current retail price of $700. I always enjoy your comments. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and as always, thank you for watching, and have a great day.